2,331 cases of Lyme disease. What have I learned from 2,331 Lyme cases in 2024? But more importantly, what can you use to start feeling better today? If you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to show you 3 key areas where the people who heal from Lyme disease focus their attention, and it really helps our top clients. I'm going to share everything, the top 3 areas that they focus, so that you can take it, run with it, you can take back your body and feel like yourself at the end of this year, in the beginning of next year, and all of next year. I'm rooting for you, I'm with you, I'm here for you, and I can't wait to share this with you. That way, you can start to feel like Vicky, who said, "Hi Ryan, wanted to let you know that I'm another one of your success stories. Got retested for Lyme and it came back negative. However, for now, I still want to continue taking the herbs. Like you said, they are helpful to have. Thanks for all your help and for lowering the price too." Lowering the price, I'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll talk about it. Next, you could be like Carol. She says she's feeling well. She appreciates how the info I share is so accurate. Traveling backward with symptoms is very interesting, meaning the symptoms were there for so long. Carol started to get used to how she felt with Lyme symptoms, but now that her Lyme symptoms are starting to go away, it feels a little bit weird to start to have energy again, to start to feel like yourself again. But she's also just talking about how the postal strike happened in Canada, and she's really glad that she's able to get the Lyme Wars herbs delivered to her, because the postal strike is on a pause right now. So she's just glad that she's able to get her herbs in time for the holiday season. Or you could be like Rajan. He said he's not completely healed from Lyme disease, but he has very good improvement using the Lyme Wars herbs, which is awesome. Or you can be like Sean, who says he can't thank me enough. I never felt better in my entire life. I have energy, I have strength, I feel like working, I go on my long hikes. You have turned my life around and I cannot thank you enough. Now, I'm not sharing these things to brag. I'm sharing these things to show you that we know what we're doing. I've seen time and time again so many different clients, so many different situations, and I know how to help people get better when they have Lyme disease. I also know what to do, right? The 3 key areas that I'm going to share with you in this video. Just stay till the end. But I want to start by saying my story, right? My name is Ryan Kearns. I got Lyme disease back in 2016. It was very serious. It was very rough. My heart rate dropped to 30 beats per minute. I was fainting. I had vertigo. I was sleeping 16 hours a day. It was a really hard time in my life, but I was able to use 3 things to help get myself out of it. Now I help everybody else use those 3 things. Why? Because I needed to share what worked for me. I stumbled upon all these solutions. I tried things that didn't work. I've been through the ups and downs of Lyme disease, and I always felt like there was someone not there for me, right? Like I felt like there was someone that could have been there that wasn't there. Some coach, someone to give me inspiration, someone to give me some of the tools that I needed so I wouldn't have to go through all the hardships by myself, and I wouldn't have to, spend so much time, money, and energy on the problem that I was currently experiencing, which was Lyme disease. So I got through it eventually, right? I spent a good year focusing deeply on my health. And for me, health has been something that's been top of mind for a lot of my life. I'm very interested in health. I always have been. Probably has to do with, back when I was younger, my brother got a pacemaker. He had heart surgery. It got me thinking, what is health, right? How can we stay healthy? How can we make sure that our organs still continue to work all the way through our life and put more years in our life and more life in our years? How do we have energy? How do we, remove joint pain, remove aging pains and things that go wrong? I've always been curious and wondered about this stuff. But then when I got Lyme disease, it just gave me a whole other reason to dive in even deeper into holistic wellness, feeling like the best version of myself and putting in the effort to change my body. And these 3 things really helped me. The first one was mindset, right? And I'm coming from a place now where, yes, this has helped me, but more importantly, this has helped thousands of other people. This has helped many, many people, 2,331 to be exact, start to take back their life, start to feel better, start to think positively about their body and how they're going to change their life moving forward and how they're going to transform into a healthy individual, which I can help you do. But it starts with your mindset. It starts with how you think. It starts with how you approach yourself, your body during a healing season, during a time when you're focusing on your health. How do you approach it? What do you think about? Do you fall victim to the process, or do you take control of the process, right? And we're all different in so many ways when it comes to mindset, but having a mindset around which you can orient yourself and move forward in the correct direction while having confidence in your health decisions, right? Feeling good about the decisions you're making, not second guessing yourself, not watching 3,000 different opinions on what you should eat, and instead choosing the best option for you every single time and feeling confident and proud of your health decisions goes so far. It's undeniable. It works with all of our top clients. What I noticed with our top clients, how I noticed this is I looked at how they talk to me, how they talk about themselves, how they talk to themselves, what they talk about, how their brain works was different than all of the people who obviously we've had clients that come on and work with us for a little bit, but then fall off, or maybe they stop taking the herbs, or maybe they stop, focusing on themselves. They stop doing the things that allow them to heal. And those people tend to have different mindsets from the start than the people who come out transformed, have the body that they always wanted, feel the way they always wanted, have happiness and health in their life because of this process, right? So those people tend to be more positive individuals who think about their journey, who think about Lyme disease and wellness and illness in a very different light. And I'm sharing all of that with you over the next 5 days. So this is only day 1 of 5 to end out 2024. So I'm so proud and happy that I was able to work with so many people and talk to so many people about Lyme disease, and I can't wait to do even more next year. So we're doing these 5 days in 2024, and in 2025 we're starting off with a 5-day challenge. January 6th to the 10th we're going to do a 5-day challenge, and you can come. It's free. I can't wait to see you there. So I'm going to move on now to the next thing, which the second thing that the most successful people, when I say successful, I mean healthy. In this context, we're talking about health and wellness, how they feel better when they had Lyme disease, when they had some kind of co-infection or infection with Lyme disease, Bartonella, Babesia, all of the co-infections that come with Lyme disease. What did they eat? How did they think about food, right? What did they choose when they were thinking about food? And the answer is actually very, very deep. I can talk about this for a very long time as someone who studied nutrition for so many years. But the diet that you need really needs to start from a place of foundation, right? We need to strip it back to its pure foundation and then make decisions from there for adding in what you want to add into your diet based on your specific needs, your preference, your body, your lifestyle, and so much more. But we usually start, a lot of times our clients like starting with a fast, a water fast or a dry fast. And we can talk about the details of what that is, where that comes from, how to do it, where to start, all of those things over the next 5 days that I'm going to be sharing with you. But just know that the most important thing for me when I had Lyme disease and for all of these other people is we start by cutting back on food. And the only reason for that is really because you want to build from a place, you want to build your diet, right? And if you're eating all whatever you want right now, and maybe some of it is unhealthy, some of it is healthy, etc. You're trying your best, but you're a human being like me, like everyone else. We tend to gravitate towards the food that tastes really good but isn't that healthy, right? I'm sure you can relate. So if you're in that state right now, it's very difficult to just start picking and choosing what you're going to eat. It's much easier when people cut it all back, right? They take it all back. They say, I'm not going to eat any food really. I'm just going to eat this very, very minimal diet. And they start there. They don't stay there. So don't get too worried. Don't get too concerned. Don't run away. They don't stay in that very strict very minimal diet, but they use that as a foundation to build up their diet to a place where they're eating the healthiest foods. And what happens when you do that is your body tends to get a sort of reset type function that happens, because when you don't eat for a couple days, if you put yourself through a fast, if you've done that before, then you know by the end of the fast, a lot of times it's very easy to make the healthy choice. If you come out of a fast and go, like a 2-day fast, let's say you do a 2-day fast and you come out of that fast and you start eating chips or junk food or cake, that's very rare. That doesn't happen very often. And the reason for that is because it just doesn't make sense. You've made the sacrifice, you've put in the effort already up front. And then when you go back to eating, people find it much easier to then choose the healthy choice, right? To choose the salad, the rice and chicken, whatever meal that works for you. And honestly, we help people design that specific meal that they're going to eat after the fast. And that's a really important step that you want to know before you do the fast. Before you ever fast, you should know exactly what you're going to eat the whole week, 2 weeks, month after the fast. That makes it a lot easier as well. So hopefully those tips are a good starting place for diet. And we're going to be talking about this over the next 5 days. So if you have any questions about mindset, about diet, about supplements, about what people did in order to get better from Lyme disease, like so many of our clients that I already shared with you in the beginning of this video, then drop your questions in the comments below or email us at help@LymeDiseaseWars.com. I'm going to be answering these questions over the next 5 days, and I'm going to be helping you take back your body and feel like yourself again. Okay? So the next thing is supplements. So what supplements should you take? Everyone wants to know. What are the supplements that will change everything? What are the supplements that actually work, right? And this is obviously also very different for each individual. And the reason for that is because people have different symptoms, they have different past experiences, they have different health problems, they have different bodies, as you know. So it's going to depend based on you, first of all, but there is a foundational approach that we can take where we say, all right, strip everything back. If this person was 100% healthy, what would they take in order to just continue living their life normal and just be a very healthy individual? And that would serve as the foundation, right? Because if that's where you want to get to, you've got to start with that in mind. And then we can reverse engineer the different problems that you're facing. We can get to the root cause instead of focusing on band-aid solutions, quick fixes like pharmaceutical drugs or harsh surgeries or harsh, invasive, non-helpful things that the medical industry has been known to do. We can use supplements in order to fill the gaps. We can use supplements in order to give us the things that we need, right? Instead of using antibiotics, I prefer to use plant-based antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, and antibacterials. And you can get those with the Lyme Wars herbs, which, back to my story, I was fainting, I was feeling terrible. I ended up finding out that herbs were the best beneficial tool that I could use to feel better. Instead of taking antibiotics and destroying my gut bacteria, which I was very, very concerned about, I decided to use plants. I decided to use the stuff that our ancestors have been using for thousands of years, that they use in the East for thousands of years, and we're just now catching on in the West. And I wanted to be part of that. I wanted to understand how that affects my body, and I wanted to use that because it sounded like it would be much better for my overall body, rather than trying to take antibiotics, kill all my gut bacteria, then rebuild my gut bacteria, then move back to a healthy diet and try to rebuild all of the damage that was already done from the antibiotics and the Lyme spirochetes and everything else, right? It's much better, much easier to use the plants that people have been using for thousands of years. So I started investing in herbs, and I'll tell you what, it was annoying, it was difficult, it was hard, it costed a lot. I worked with herbalists, got specific tinctures made. I bought herbs in bulk and tried making them into teas and tinctures. I tried doing all of this stuff myself. I tried to capsule them myself. It was hard, annoying, a pain in the butt. It made the house smell weird. It was just a problem all around. It took too much time, money, and energy in order to do that. And that's the big reason why I wanted to help other people, why I wanted to make it easier, make it cost less, make it simpler, less, more affordable. And I wanted to make it higher quality. I wanted to make it even better than what already existed. And that's why I created Lyme Wars Herbs. And that's why, I've been working on Lyme disease as a whole for about 10 years. I've been working on Lyme Wars Herbs for about 5 years. But we've only been able to provide them to so many people within the past 2 years. So I spent a lot of time, money, and energy trying to get this out to the public, trying to make it work in the best possible way so that it's easier, more affordable, higher quality, right to your doorstep. So you never have to worry about your herbs or worry how you're going to get better from Lyme disease. You can just take action every day and move forward, knowing that you're covered. And that's what I really wanted to give to the people and why Lyme Wars exists as a company. Now, you can get those, by the way, by going to limewars.com or limediseasewars.com. Either one of those works. Just go to limewars.com and you'll be able to get started just like Sean and Carol. Remember, I showed you these before, but Vicky, this one might be one of my favorites. She got retested, another one of the success stories. And guys, we have thousands of success stories. We have a few dozen on our website that you can go check out. It's very difficult to collect all of them and then put them up on the website every single month. It's something we're trying to get better at, but just know that we get these rolling in all the time. And I just want to share with you that they work for myself. They work for the people that we care about and the customers that we work with. So go check them out if you have a chance. It'd be great. It's a great gift for anybody who has Lyme disease as well. Rhythm. It helped me stop fainting. It helped me take back control of my body is having energy and having that ability, that soccer with my son, go to the theater with my daughter, do these fun things with my kids, with my family. That's really what was important to me when it came to Lyme disease. So from then on, I just have to share what worked well for me. Not only that, but then I helped, we helped 2,000 plus people in 2024, which is just amazing. And I'm just so, can you hear me now? Hopefully the audio isn't too bad in this. If it is, I'm going to have to throw this microphone in the garbage, get a brand new one. You said I'm breaking in and out, so hopefully it's okay now. But basically, I was just saying I have to share about the herbs that worked for me so well, because it worked so well. It would be a crime not to share that with everybody else. So I want to make sure that you know that they exist. And that's really my only message about the herbs today. And you can get them at limediseasewars.com or limewars.com if you're interested in checking them out. And again, this is only day 1 of 5. So tomorrow I will do this again. The next day again, the next day again, the next day again. And it's not the same thing, right? Tomorrow we're going to talk about mindset. We're going to go deeper on the mindset that people have when they get better from Lyme disease. The next day we're going to talk about diet. So what should we eat? What should we avoid eating? How do we change our diet in order to feel better? We're going to talk about that on day 3. Day 4 is going to be all about the supplements that we should take and what is going to change the way that our body currently functions and how we're going to rebuild and repair from Lyme disease damage and Lyme disease infection. And finally, day 5, we're going to round it all off and talk about how we're going to move into 2025 together in order to take back our bodies, feel like ourselves again, and have just abundant energy, vibrant health, and a great year. Okay? So in 2025, January 6th to the 10th, we're doing the Stop Lyme Challenge. We did this last year. January is a great year to get your health in order. A great month to get your health in order for the year of 2025. We have to get in front of this. We have to take action as soon as possible so that we can get on top of January and then all of the other months from there, right? If we want 2025 to be the best year ever for your health, then show up to the Stop Lyme Challenge, January 6th to January 10th. I'll be there giving everything I have in order to help you take back your body and feel like yourself again. So that's happening in the first week, or I guess it's the second week of 2025. We are going deep. The 6th to the 10th, we're going to talk about every single thing that I did, that I helped my clients do over 5 days together. And right now, we're in day 1 of day 5 of a different thing, right? So right now, we're just getting ready for 2025. We're just talking, right? But in 2025, I'll have presentations, I'll have slides, I'll have all the stuff for you to start getting all of the information you need so you can really take back your body right then and there for free in 2025. Okay? And it'll be right here on this YouTube channel. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Comment below if you have any questions, if you need anything. I'm here for you. Go to LymeDiseaseWars.com or LymeWars.com to grab your herbs and start taking those herbs. If you're on antibiotics, you can take herbs at the same time. If you've taken antibiotics and they've destroyed your gut bacteria, using herbs actually helps to rebuild that gut bacteria while also being antibacterial to Lyme disease microbes. Sorry about that. Just had a little tickle in my throat. All right. And finally, I want to let you guys know a little something about me. New Year's Eve is my favorite holiday. New Year's is my favorite holiday because we are able to plan ahead. We're able to step into the best version of ourselves in the new year. All we have to do is decide. So I want you to decide with me right now that you are going to step into the best version of yourself in 2025. You are going to take back your body. You are going to start feeling like yourself again, and you're going to have energy, vibrant health, and feel healthy in 2025 because we're going to put in the littlest bit of work over a long period of time. So it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be difficult and long and hard, right? It's just going to be, we're going to do what has to be done. And it's going to be easy because we've got it systematized. We've got a process around this. And I can't wait to share everything with you over the next 5 days and on January 6th to January 10th. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Show up here and click the subscribe button. You can click the little bell notification if you want to be notified when we're live. But in the meantime, go to LymeDiseaseWars.com or LymeWars.com. Either one, you can get the herbs. That way you start taking the herbs right now, right before the new year. So you go into the new year swinging hard and fast. Oh, and by the way, before I forget to mention, right now, the herbs price is going to go up a little bit January 1st because we need to in order to deal with inflation and the rising costs of herbs. They're going to go up January 1st. So if you take action right now, you'll be grandfathered in at that price before January 1st happens. So all you have to do is go to LymeWars.com and get that grandfathered in price. That way you're not being charged a little bit more in 2025 when we raise the price just to deal with all of the price raises that are going on our side as well, like the cost of herbs, the cost of shipping, the cost of inflation itself, and so much more. It's expensive to continue to do this, but I just really need to share all of the things that work for myself and work for my clients because it's tough to see people dealing with Lyme disease and not getting the help that they need because the system is broken. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Reach out if you need anything. I'll be so happy to help. Go to LymeDiseaseWars.com and let's get started working together because we can take back your body today and into 2025. Let's do it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.